Guten Tag to all our Explora bookworms watching us over on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Welcome to Frankfurt International Book Fair. This is the Frankfurt Bushmizi Fair, which is one of the oldest and the biggest and most prestigious fair of all time. And we're here at the hustle and bustle of everything here in Frankfurt at the Hall 5.1 of Frankfurt Bushmizi Book Fair. And we are located at the booth D59. Explora Books is now displaying all the books that are the new stories and amazing stories coming from different authors in the self-publishing realm. And I have with me a very special author who authored such humorous, beautiful, and exciting books. And I'm talking about the author of the Petey the Pug Escapes for 24 Hours. I'm talking about Renee Servello. Hello, Renee. Welcome to Frankfurt.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, your hands are so cold. It's really cold in Frankfurt, right? Like when I went out of the hotel of our hotel
Today.
well, there's breeze. The first day,
Yeah.
there's not much wind, but this time it's cold and wind together.
Yeah.
It gets really cold. Now, talk to us about Petey the Pug Escapes for 24 Hours.
Okay. Well, Petey is a true story, and let's look here.
Yes.
And is a true story, and our son brought us a story. He worked in one of those huge golfing communities, and Petey lived across the street. So I have to imagine the little dog wanting to see what was going on with all the people in and out.
Wanting to socialize.
Exactly. So one day he dug out of his yard and dug into the golfing
I
facility.
would have expected that. Dogs normally don't do that, but Petey did.
He did it. And he ended up where the balls end up. You know, everybody was hitting their balls out into the field, and he dug into the field part. So he was jumping up trying to grab the balls, and everybody that was golfing saw that, and they said, the dog's going to be killed. So they just stopped the golf that day.
Yes.
He ran around for 24 hours. He was revered by thousands of people, the customers. And at 10 o'clock that night, our son was the manager there. At 10 o'clock that night, two of the employees had Petey in their hands, and they said, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We want to go home. What are we going to do with this dog?
And they don't know who the owner is, where he came from.
No, they didn't know where he
Like a fluke of nature, like he was just
He
there.
sprouted up a new golf ball. So my son, who has had dogs all this life, said, oh, this is an easy one. I'll take him home, make him a little pallet. We'll have a slumber party. I'll bring him back to work tomorrow, and maybe his family will be here. Happy ending. His family was in the golfing facility, waving, hoping, praying. And so he went home. It was a happy ending. Yeah.
But of course, the last 24 hours, it must be a lot of worry for the family.
Well, that's like
But of course,
losing a child.
yeah, right. But you know, unlike other stories, Petey had an adventure of his life for 24 hours. Now, this contains a lot of beautiful illustrations, and this is something that kids could enjoy, but kids at heart could also enjoy as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, tell us about what was the ending like for Petey?
The ending, oh my gosh. Well, he had his 24-hour adventure, and I have a feeling they cemented around the fence at his house so he could not dig out again because they haven't seen him again.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think he's learned his lesson. He's meant to stay where the family is. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So this book right now is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other leading digital bookstores. And you can also scan the QR code on your screen so that you get a copy of this and it gets shipped right away to you if you have kids and kids at heart who would love stories of dogs. And you personally, Renee, you are fond of animals, right? I mean, you told me before that you have goats. You were raised up as a kid being socializing with a lot of animals. Talk to us about that.
Always. Well, when I was 3 or 4 years old, my mother gave me 3 goats. And it was unusual. I don't remember them, but you know, everybody else said, your mother's nuts. You know.
Weird. Yes.
But you know, I've had a duck that followed me to school in the 2nd grade. I've had a squirrel.
Yeah.
I've had a rabbit before.
Okay.
I've had all sorts of dogs. I had a Siamese cat. I had a horse. I mean, it goes on and on. So when you ask me, have I had a good life besides having a wonderful husband and children and family?
Yeah.
I've had an amazing animal life. Parakeets. I have parakeets. So the animals, as we all know, most of them can't talk,
Yes, of course.
but they can bring us love.
Yeah,
Every family, they bring love to the table. And I think they enrich your life. So they enriched my life a lot.
That's right. And one lesson that I learned from animals is that they can't talk to you. Like they don't speak our language, but they really show the actual actions, the language of love that we normally don't do, right? I mean, just petting them, and whenever you come from a very tiring work, at the end of the day, when you get home and open your door, there's a pug or there's a whatever it is that would comfort you, right? And they show their love through a different language compared to us people, right? So this one, you have another book, and this is about a dog again, and it's about baby Barney meeting the needs, hugs, and food. And talk to us about this. This is entertaining.
This little guy is always hungry. That's why I said, and food. He's ginormous. He's a ginormous Labradoodle dog. And I saw the pictures of the Labradoodles on Facebook, and they were cute when they were small, then medium sized. But then I saw the giant one, and I said, I'm in love. That dog, I'm just in love.
They outgrow any part of the house.
He couldn't, when he grew up to his full size, he couldn't fit in his dog bed. He couldn't fit on the couch with his family. He couldn't fit in the back seat of their car. And he was sad because he was very active with his family until he became that size.
Wow.
And he was sad because they'd say, get down, Barney, you're too big. You make me hot. Get off of me. So it was hard for Barney to be a grown-up. But he's a grown-up now, and he's a lovable dog. Everybody loves him. And he realizes that it's his size now that holds him back a little bit. But he has a lot of adventures. The postman, the garbage people, the school bus. He has a lot of adventures, and he's well-loved.
Wow. Now, these stories are really true to life, right? I mean, you have had your son, who's the manager of the golf course, encountered Petey. And this one, is it something that happened in real life?
No, it's a totally fiction book. It was my first fiction book. And so I was anxious to try something different. And
it turned out very well.
I just love Barney. Anybody would. He's so cute.
Yeah. And I'm sure that the parents out there who normally would like to get copies of books, they want something that their kids can take away from, like lessons that they can take away from. What do you think are the lessons that these stories talk
big
about?
one for Barney. Don't make fun of people or animals who are different from you. Or their weight or their skinniness. Just keep your opinions to yourself. Barney is Barney. He's huge. He's ginormous, but he's well-loved. Everybody can be well-loved. Just don't make fun of people.
Yeah. No discrimination as to whether you're small or big or whatever difference you have in life.
Lesson there. Big lesson.
And, you cannot just judge someone by the size, right? So,
exactly.
As big as this, you might think that, he's going to be a cruel animal, a cruel dog, but he needs hugs and food. Imagine how cute that is.
It's precious. It's precious.
And other than these two books that are available on Amazon already, which is you can scan, by the way, on the screen right now, a QR code. There's also another book, and we don't have a copy right now because you gave it to a little girl yesterday. Freckles Finds a Forever Home. And talk to us about that very quickly.
Well, that's a true story also. Freckles was our child after our children grew up and moved away. We adopted Freckles, and she basically ran our house. Now, animals don't talk. That's true. I will agree with that statement. However, she had her way. She would just come scratch our hand or our leg if she wanted something or wanted us to go into another room.
Yeah.
And Freckles like the dark. Rabbits like to be in the dark. They sleep in the dark. They sometimes
Go underneath.
underground.
Yeah.
She was the opposite. She wanted to be around as many people as possible. So if somebody rang our doorbell, get out of the way. She was going to be first to the door, stand up on her hind legs, look to see who's coming in like they were for hers. And then if we sat down and visited with people, she would jump up in my lap. I'd put my arm out, and then she would follow everybody's conversation like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
Yeah.
She was a huge people person. People bunny. She wasn't a person. She acted like a person.
Yes.
So she was quite unique as far as rabbits go.
Wow.
So she lived in our house, and Anthony, my husband, he had grown up not with animals so much, but they had a few that would stay out in the yard. But this was a unique experience. He wasn't crazy about this.
Yeah.
Well, 2 days later, he was wrapped around her paw.
Oh, wow. That's funny. Now, Freckles Finds a Forever Home. This is available as well on Amazon.
Right.
And talk to us about being a writer, right? I mean, it's must be very hard for you to formulate an idea what this children's book would be like. I mean, how did you go through that process?
Well, I always wanted to write about Freckles because she was so special to us.
Yeah.
So I always, that was so easy. And then our son came over for dinner one night, and he was telling us, you wouldn't believe what happened at the golf facility today. And he told me that, well, before he could finish his mashed potatoes, I was making notes because I thought it was such a unique story. This little dog, he had a vision of what he wanted to go inspect.
Yes.
And he found a way to do it. So hats off to Petey. He's an amazing little dog. And he got in and he got out, and he's in trouble with his family, but
yes. But again, he had
accomplished his dream.
Yeah. And we can be naughty sometimes like Petey, but of course we have to make sure we get home safe. And that must be one of the lessons that kids can take away from. Yeah, you can be naughty at times, but make sure that you're responsible. All right, kids. So these books are already available on Amazon. Get a copy of this. And Renee, thank you so much. We've met so many people here at Frankfurt Book Fair for sure. How is Frankfurt Book Fair so far for you?
Oh my gosh. Frankfurt, I've never seen anything like this. It's like a whole city, this fair. But, I take away the people that I have talked to and met, and they're from all parts of the world, not just Germany. But what that sends me home with is a lot of love from this experience. It's been wonderful being with you guys, Explora Books here. We've had a great time, and you fattened us up with every kind of food. But, the experience is here, and with all of the fair goers, it's unique, and that stays with you. You don't forget that.
Yes.
So it's a wonderful country and wonderful people here. And we've had a ball.
Yes, thank you so much. Now, again, for those who are interested of getting these, for sure, you will learn a lot from this one, and the children will learn a lot of lessons as well, and they will have a great time reading your books. Maybe you can read this to your children before bedtime, right? And have some very good dreams after. So get a copy now on Amazon. So thank you, Renee, for your time.
Thank you.
And wish you the best in your author career.
Sure.
Thank you very much, everyone. And again, if you want to visit our booth, we are located at D59 Hall 5.1. Explora Books team will be here together with Renee, and you can meet and greet our author here at our booth. So, see you again next time. Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.